शकुंतला मैडम, Shakuntala madam, am I audible? Sridhar sir, Sridhar sir, am I audible? Okay, thank you Pragati, thank you Pragati. Sridhar sir,
Ajay sir, I'm there.
okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Live is started now. Okay.
Just 1 second.
Yeah. Shakuntala madam.
Yes.
Can we start?
Yes, sure. We will start.
Okay.
Can we start?
Yes, Sridhar sir.
Om Agnirme Vachishritah Vak Hridaye Hridayam Mayi Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani Vayurme Praneshritah Prano Hridaye Hridayam Mayi Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani. Om, that is Akara, Ukara, Makara. When you just change it a bit and begin with Ukara, Makara, then it becomes Uma. Yes, that is our chief guest for today's valedictory function. I myself, Dr. Sridhar Vasudevan Iyer, I am here to co-host you for this valedictory function. Uma, the word is made of two letters. Two letters, when they come together, they become one, Advaita. Now, what is the word has significance? Very short. Very short, two letters only. Okay. Sutravat Saram. Our madam speaks to the point, and her every word has got deep meaning. Sutravat Vishwato Mukham. Whatever madam says, it is universally applicable. Sutravat Asandigdham. That is one of the greatest quality of our madam. When she speaks clearly. Sutravat Astobham. There is no other second view for what she says. And Sutravat, like Sutra, if you take it in the other words of Bhagavad Gita, Mani Gumfana. Like a Sutra, she has bound many manis, many students, many friends, many colleagues. Indeed, like a Sutra, she is the underlining current. Call it for this yoga as Parashakti or Chit Shakti or Yoga Maya. All the words mean to one thing. Again, U is Ukara, that is Vishnu, and Ma, you all know that Ma denotes Lakshmi. Though her name is Uma, she is functional thought and energy like Lakshmi Narayan. Ma in grammar is used to refrain, but our madam has changed the connotation of the term. Yes, she true to Ma, that is the refrain, she refrains the audience or the students from doing wrong. from doing that which is improper, from doing that which is unworthy. But that U precedes Ma and she enhances the meaning of the negative Ma, negation Ma into promoting further and becomes Utkarshanaya Ma. Ma means Rama, that is Utkarshana Shri, that is Vijaya Shri. It's a pleasure to have with us Dr. Uma Vaidya, former Vice Chancellor Kavikulaguru, Kalidas Sanskrit University, recipient of the President's Award, and our very own former R.G. Bhandarkar and Professor, Department of Sanskrit, University of Mumbai. Namaskar, Madam. I request our head, Department of Sanskrit, Dr. Shakuntala, to please welcome Madam Dr. Uma Vaidya.
Namo Namaha, Hardam Swagatam. I heartily welcome our chief guest of the valedictory session, Professor Uma Vaidya, former Vice Chancellor, Kavikulaguru Kalidas Sanskrit University, and also former head and R.G. Bhandarkar Professor, Department of Sanskrit, University of Mumbai, in the valedictory session of International Seminar on Yoga Theory and Practice. It takes us into those days when Professor Uma Vaidya used to lead the department. I remember how she used to plan everything perfectly. That definitely is helpful now while leading the department. Not only that, I remember when I was a student, she also used to take minute interest in students' development. I remember those days of Avishkar when she was with us to prepare for this research competition, in spite of her busy schedule, because she was in many administrative committees of the University of Mumbai. Still, she used to take a time to look into the progress of the master student so actively. It was learning experience indeed. It's a matter of great pleasure to have Professor Uma Vaidya with us in the valedictory session. So I welcome Madam from the bottom of my heart. I welcome everyone here present for the valedictory session. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Shakuntala. I now request, a seminar is not complete when the participants don't express their views. Everyone here must have thoroughly enjoyed. So I now request Advocate Veena Menon from the participants to please give her valuable views and impressions about the seminar. Over to you, Advocate Veena Menon. Please unmute yourself and connect with us.
Veena ji, please
Advocate Veena
unmute
Menon,
yourself.
are you there? Yeah, please switch on your video, audio and the video, and please.
Veena ji, you can
Namo,
speak now.
yes, I got to unmute. Thank you so much. Namo Namah. It's been a blissful journey for me, which is ended too soon, I would say. 2 days has taken me to a different level altogether, and exposure to the Upanishads in such a different manner and its applicability. It's just too amazing for words. Yoga, meditation, practice is most important. When you talk about yoga and meditation, practice is most important. As Shri Krishna has said to Arjuna too in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Abhyasena tu kaunteya. The Jnana Yoga mingled with sprinkles of Bhakti Yoga, leading to Dhyana Yoga. And this then directs us to the correct Karma Yoga. This essence that has been brought out in the seminar that we have had for 2 days, it has helped me both as a learner and a practitioner. The experts who have left a very deep impression in my mind, in my psyche, regarding this entire concept has brought out a different essence in me altogether as a learner and as a practitioner. Just gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. As gratitude is the essence of everything, I'm in total gratitude. Thank you so much. Namo Nama, all divine beings. Namo Nama.
Thank you, Binaji.
Any other participant would like to express themselves? Because for us, opinions do matter. Anybody?
Usha
The
Satam,
other-
please unmute.
Yes.
Ramakrishnan, you want to speak? Mr. Ramachandran? Yes, yes.
Okay.
We have Mr. Ramakrishnan among the audience to express his views on the two-day national seminar. Over to you, Mr. Ramakrishnan.
Thank you, Sridharayaji. It has been a veritable feast for the head and the heart by the erudite scholars and the practitioners of yoga over the last 2 days. I got so humbled by the fact that how little I knew of yoga myself. And it is such a vast and oceanic topic with the scholars presenting different dimensions and different aspects of it. And to start off with, we had Dr. Madhusudan Penaji. Oh God, what a walking encyclopedia that he is. He was able to reel off the entire genealogy of the Yoga Parampara, starting from the Vedic times all the way up to the Nata Parampara and beyond, without referring to any notes. I guess if you could have woken him from a sleep, he could have still given that sort of an impromptu speech. So I bow to his knowledge and his wisdom. And he brought out a very important aspect of how all this knowledge system, there should be an applied research. Otherwise, it will stay in the books, in the library, and confined to the classrooms. So he specifically said that we should take up psychosomatic diseases. One aspect of it, for example, do an applied research and then prove that it is beneficial so that it can be used for the larger societal benefit without validation from the West, because the West is always asking, have you, is it backed up by a research? So we should time that we stand on our own legs, we validate our own systems, document it for posterity. And that was a very clear message from Dr. Penna. And Dr. Ganesh Raoji, oh, he was a rare combination of a scholar, an erudite scholar, and a practitioner. And I bow to him once again. And he brought out the important aspect of blending theory and research, the practice and research, both in the right proportions. Because I believe theory without research or research without practice is like a blind walking or a layman who cannot walk, but he can see. So we need the right blend of both. And to Dr. Ulka and to Dr. Ashish, who brought in the aspects of holistic healing, using our own systems of the benefits that are available by yoga and by Ayurveda, how we can integrate it into the conventional medical system. And I think it's time that we look at this holistic aspect, and especially now with an Atmanirbhar Bharat and with a Bharat which is aspiring to become a Vishwaguru, it's time that we document all this that is available in the commentaries, as Dr. Jayaraman Mahadevan was saying, access to the right bhashyas, which has come through parampara, but it has been lying in the pathashalas or maybe in the libraries, in the minds and brains of a few scholars. It's time that it's pulled out and brought into the public domain and translated into English and other languages so that it can be disseminated to the entire world. And Dr. Rudraksha, My God, I was floored by his intrinsic analysis of one term called samskara. And I always thought samskar is just equivalent to vasanas. And he was so, with his deep insights, he was able to explain the differences between the two. And I wish we had one session of just him alone so that it could have been interactive and I could bug him with all my questions about samskaras and vasanas. And to Dr. Graham, my God, he brought in a bhakti perspectives to the Yoga Sutras interpretation. And we had Dr. Who else? Vaishali, who brought out the aspects of Yoga Sutras as validated from Shetashwara Upanishad. And Dr. Mahadevan himself, who very rightly said that we need to have access to the right commentary. Because I have translated many of the Vedic sutras and I relied on only Sayinachara Bhashya. I don't go to the English translations because once you have access to the traditional commentaries that have come through paramparas, then you know that you have got the right version. And then you do, because you've got a working knowledge of Sanskrit at least, you can do a faithful English translation and disseminate it to the people who are hungry for knowledge. So in closure, I would like to say that with an Atmanirbhar Bharat, with the Vishwaguru Bharat that is aspiring to reach that state, it is time that we put down all our knowledge systems, be it yoga, be it Ayurveda yoga, be it chemistry, Rasayana Shastra, so many domains. It has to be brought out in the public domain, validated by the Parampara scholars with English, right? English translations, so that it should become a curricula in our schools and our colleges. After all, this is our knowledge systems. So with that appeal, and I thank the organizers that for arranging a very inspiring series of lectures. And last but not the least, to Dr. Sridhar Iyer himself, who demystified the Shakta system of the school of Yogamaya, which I never understood. But after listening to your lecture, I was able to at least get some glimpses of it. And thank you for that. And thank you for all the participants and to Mumbai University, Dr. Shakuntala Gowde and all her excellent team of teachers and associates. I wish to extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude and hope that such seminars are held on different themes, not just on yoga, and it be a more interactive session, and it will be a full day session just by one speaker so that we can dwell more in depth. Thank you so much.
Usha Satam.
Yeah, yes, sir. Namo Namaha. I am Usha Satam, student of MA Sanskrit from Mumbai University. I thank our HOD, Dr. Gowde ma'am, and our departmental team for arranging this 2 days international seminar on yoga, theory, and practice. Normally, when we talk of yoga, for a layman, it is asanas and pranayam. But when we listen to these distinguished speakers, you get to understand how vast is the subject of yoga. It is one of the Indian darshanas. It is a way of life and journey towards moksha. It tells us how to control body, mind, and win indriyas. It's a science of physical and mental well-being along with Ayurveda. It has occult meanings like Maya, Atindriya, and Yogic Shakti. It is embedded in the Indian philosophy right from Vedic period. It is unique to India, and after listening to our speakers, I am really astonished to know there are so many different views and aspects of yoga. I truly feel proud as an Indian. I express my sincere thanks to all the speakers for enlightening us and giving different viewpoints on yoga. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your opinion. For you have what I could understand from this, that you have emphasized on think differently and think diligently. That was what I got the reaction. Thank you so much. I would now like,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you,
I
sir.
would now, yeah, I would now like to request Ajay sir, Ajay Pense sir, to introduce our chief guest for today's function. Sir, over to you, Ajay sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Sridhar sir. Namo Namaha. It is my great privilege to introduce Dr. Uma Vaidya Madam. Dr. Uma Vaidya Madam is former Vice Chancellor of Kavi Kulaguru Kalidas Sanskrit University, Ramtek, Nagpur. She was the ex-R.G. Bhandarkar Professor of Sanskrit and Head of the Department of Sanskrit, University of Mumbai. She was the in-charge head of prestigious GTCCL of University of Mumbai. She was the former member of UGC, former member of Indian Institute of Advanced Studies. She has completed her BA, MA and PhD in Sanskrit. She has received the topmost DLit degree in Sanskrit. 4 postdoctoral projects have been successfully completed by her. 7 students have successfully received the PhD degree under her able guidance. 7 of her books have been published so far. She has presented research papers in national and international conferences, and many of them are published in renowned journals. She visited foreign countries like Japan, USA, Italy, Australia, Mauritius for the propagation and promotion of Sanskrit. She has worked on 38 university committees, and she has also provided extension services for the welfare of the society. She has awarded with various awards for her immense contribution in the field of Sanskrit. Few of them are President's Certificate of Honor in 2017, Pradnyavanta Puraskar by Brahman Sabha, Rashtriya Gaurav Award by Indian International Friends Society, New Delhi in 2010, the Best Citizen of India Award in 2010, Kalidas Sanskrit Sadhana Puraskar of Government of Maharashtra in 2012, Sahitya Saraswati Award in 2013, Jnanavanta Puraskar in 2015. I must say that these awards have not enhanced the glory of Dr. Uma Vaidya Madam. It is due to her accomplishments that she has elevated the prestige of these awards. Vaidya Madam, we are really blessed to have you with us. I request you to start your speech.
I would like to add to this that due to network issues, since we are facing some problem with the net, we said that Madam will give her voice and that will work. And so I request Madam Uma Vaidya to please address all of us. Madam. Yeah.
Madam, I will request you to start with your speech, please.
Thank you, Shakuntala. Devim Saraswatim Vande, Vande cha Saraswatan. The dignitaries present in the seminar, the special invitees of this function, the organizers of the seminar on yoga, theory and practice, the scholars who have presented the papers, and the learned audience. Sarvebhyo Sadaram Namo Namaha. At the very outset, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me in this seminar and congratulate them for the success of this seminar. There were many difficulties came across, I know, but they have crossed them successfully. They have sought guidance from the senior and renowned scholars, and at the same time, they have given the opportunity to the budding scholars to present their views. And thus, the success is shared by the paper presenters too. They had to study and work hard on the topic in detail before presenting, and so they also deserve congratulations. But apart from these two groups, the audience deserves many, many hearty congratulations for the best performance of Titiksha Yoga. What is Titiksha? Uddhava Gita explains it as patient endurance. All of you have heard the inaugural address, the keynote paper, one special lecture, 16 papers on various topics in the yoga, and in addition to it, the comments of the chairperson. Oh my God, all this in just 2 days. It was certainly must be a heavy dose, but all of you have steadily shown tolerance, and at the end, you have become the yogis. This is exactly what Arjuna was advised by Lord Krishna by saying, Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. Now, coming to the main topic of valedictory address. Friends, valedictory function is the last ritual to be performed in every seminar, and the person delivering the valedictory address is supposed to congratulate the organizers and the paper presenters and has to take a review of the papers. I have already performed the first part of congratulations in the beginning itself. The review work is done by the chairperson. And secondly, I cannot take review of the papers because I have not heard even a single paper. Then I think our organizers probably expect me to speak on the concept of yoga as presented in the text of Yoga Vasishtha. But I will not do that also in this valedictory function. And secondly, the book on this topic is already published. Now, with this list of neti, a question may come to your mind that she will not speak on this, she will not speak on that, then on what topic she is going to speak in the long 45 minutes given to her. My yogi friends, I will take you to the lighter side of this yoga prapancha. But before that, there should be a pinch of research to my speech at this conference, and thus I will present some points. What is yoga? Is a very simple question. An answer given by Lord Krishna is also very simple. He says, Arjuna samatva chittase, techi sara jana yogase, cheta mana ani buddhi se aikya adhi. He says, O Arjuna, try to understand that the balanced state of mind, where the intelligence is in conformity with mind, samatva of mana and buddhi, is the real state of yoga. The Yoga Vasishtha gives still simpler definition. It says, Samsarottarane yuktir yoga shaktena kathyate. That is, any device that helps to cross this transmigratory world is to be called yoga. Till now, your buddhi had the feast by these papers on yoga. Now I will try to entertain your mind with some yogas in practice, for the simple reason that you may require some relaxation from the heavy dose of yoga. Friends, when I received this invitation to deliver the valedictory address, I was just thinking about whether I am eligible to or fit for delivering on yoga, because I have neither practiced any kind of yoga, nor have I taught Bhakti Yoga Sutras. Then suddenly an idea came to my mind that though philosophically there are many types of yogas such as Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, etc., there are three more categories of yogis, and they are Shabda Yogi, Artha Yogi, and Kriya Yogi. I am in the first category of Shabda Yogi. You know, Shabda Yogi is a person who has thousands of words to speak about yoga, even without knowing the technical meanings of the words, and who has neither performed even a single type of yoga, not even asana, pranayamas, etc. Still, he can speak on yoga for hours together. Do you remember a type of indeclinable in Marathi grammar, which is called Shabda Yogi Avyaya? Here, the word Avyaya is very significant as it indicates the absence of movement or activity, that is, inactiveness. So, a Shabda Yogi is really inactive in yoga performance but speaks a lot. So, I am fit in this category and thus eligible to deliver a valedictory address even in a yoga conference. The other category, तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवला आहे. कृपया लाईनवरच राहा. The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line. आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी कॉल को होल्ड पर रखा है. कृपया लाइन पर बने रहें. तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवला आहे. कृपया लाईनवरच राहा. The person you are speaking with.
Shakuntala madam.
Technical errors do occur, but then we are just connecting with madam. Yeah, we are connected with madam. I think madam is there. Are we connecting?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
where-
Let us wait for 2 minutes. Shakuntala madam. Shakuntala madam.
आपके द्वारा डायल किया गया नंबर अभी व्यस्त है. कृपया कुछ समय पश्चात प्रयास करें.
Shakuntala madam.
There, when we are doing yoga, there are some or the other badhas. So our asana should be, first of all, that is why for yoga we have got different dimension of different asanas are mentioned. So kindly bear with us for these small technical errors. Madam will be connecting with us. Madam will be connecting with us in a few minutes.
It was disconnected for a while.
Madam, please continue.
See,
Madam, please continue, madam. Yes, madam, please.
most of the scholars start the etymology of the word yoga and derive it from the Sanskrit root yuja, meaning to connect or to come together, and explain it most of the time as coming together of Jivatma and Paramatma. We can apply one maxim here also regarding root yuja. The maxim is उपसर्गेण धात्वर्थो बलात् अन्यत्र नीयते Samhar, Ahar, Vihar, Prahara, Pariharavat. It is also true with root yuja, as the prefix changes the original meaning of the root. See, Samyuja, Sanyoga, Viyuja, Viyoga, Prayuja, Prayoga, Niyuja, Niyoga. In each example, yoga means coming together or separating of two objects. Sometimes, even the object which connects the two things is also called yoga. Now see the English word yoke. A yoke is that object which connects the bulls to the cart. This yoga is in fact yoga. In the word yoga, we have the alphabet G, but in English, it has become K, and interchanging of K to G is a very common phenomenon in linguistics. तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवलं आहे. कृपया लाईनवरच राहा. The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line.
मॅडम श्रीधर बोलतोय. हा चालेल, तुम्ही माझ्या फोन मध्ये बोला ना, कंटिन्यू करा ना, बोला ना मॅम. हा येस, नाही चालेल, तुम्ही करा, तुम्ही बोला. मॅडम बोलतात का तुम्ही? हा येस, मॅडम इज ऑन. या मॅडम ऑडिएबल. मॅडम बोला ना प्लीज. हाँ मैडम बोला.
Sometimes two persons or two families coming together in marriage and having equal in welfare status, then it is called samasama sanyoga ki sahada. In the same way, two planets come together in juxtaposition. Sometimes two zodiacs come near each other in the Janmamatrika in particular houses, and they make a particular type of yoga. Friends, it is my conjecture that the first use of the word yoga may be in Jyotish Shastra, that is a Vedanga. More precisely, it is found in the Muhurta Shastra, because Muhurta Shastra takes care of positions of planets, zodiacs, and constellations. These are the yogas which are based on the natural events and with which a common Indian is also familiar as the lighter side of yoga. I shall discuss them, but before that, let me tell you that the word yoga has a long journey from Vedanga to modern days. From the Vedanga, that it is from times immemorial perhaps, the word is found in Yaska's Nirukta in 7th century BC. Then it is found in Paninian grammar in 5th century BC, where the word means a rule. Then the words yoga vibhaga or ayoga vaga are also used in grammar. Remember the word ayoga vaga. These are the alphabets, to be more precise, the signs, which are not mentioned in the rules but are required to explain the rules. I will use this word at the end again, so remember it. Then the word is seen in Patanjali, which is definition as yogas chitta vritti nirodha. Then it is found in many commentaries and the flow continued. However, Today I will focus only on popular yogas, which some people believe make some impact on our lives. The very popular yoga of which we often hear, especially the ladies of my age and of my prior generation, is Guru Pushyamruta Yoga. When the Pushya Nakshatra is seen on Thursday, it is called Guru and Pushya Yoga. It is Guru Vara and not the planet Guru. Why it is called Amruta Yoga then? As a matter of fact, nobody has tasted or even seen Amruta, how it looks, what is its color, how it tastes. But from the very childhood, we carry two qualities of Amruta in our mind. One is that it is sweet, and secondly, it must be some liquid. Why I am saying so? As a very popular Abhanga says, Amruta huni goda naam tujhe deva. That is, oh God, your name is sweeter than Amruta. So Amruta must be sweet in taste. Secondly, it is also said that even a person on deathbed gets his life back if he is given even 2-3 drops of Amruta. If it is in the drop form, then it must be the liquid. Thirdly, at the time of Amruta Manthana, Amruta Kumbha came out. Kumbha is generally used to contain some liquid. And fourthly, in the story of Devadanavas, it is told that fighting for that Amruta Kumbha, when going on, some drops of Amruta fell down. And some serpents leaped and swallowed them. Then it must surely be in drop form. My point therefore is that Guru and Pushya Yoga is a natural phenomena to which some mythology is attached. But the story does not end here. You will find that on this particular day of Guru Pushyamruta Yoga, there are long queues in the goldsmith shop to purchase gold. This is a tradition. This is a convention. It has no scientific reason why one should purchase gold on that day. I asked this question to one of the expert professors in Muhurta Shastra, but he said it is probably the marketing strategy of Sarafa people, and the ladies are the soft target for them. Friends, while listening to me now, keep one point in mind, that this is not my research. Yes, it has the base, no doubt, of natural event, but the explanation is imaginary. Na paramarthe na grihyatam vachaha. The other popular yoga is Khadashtaka Yoga. In fact, it is Shadashtaka Yoga, but in popular language, it is called as Shadashtaka Yoga, and we have to accept it because Shastrat Rudir Vadiyasi. When two zodiac signs come together, one in the 6th house and the other in the 8th house of Patrika, that means the proximity of two Rashis creates Shadashtaka Yoga. Here, Sha becomes Kha in many pronunciation methods, as Purusha becomes Purukha. In day-to-day life, when two quarrelsome persons come together and always debate or fight with each other, people say that these two must have gone when there was Khadashtaka Yoga. There was one Sangeet Marathi play also titled as Sangeet Khadashtaka, in which two main characters were having opposite views on every issue and they keep quarreling with each other. The third one is Gaja Kesari Raja Yoga. This yoga is formed in many combinations. When the planet Guru and Moon come together in any Rashi, this yoga is formed. On January 26th, in the last month, these two were together in Meena Rashi. Shani and Shukra in Tula Rashi also make this kind of yoga. In short, the position of two planets in the favorable houses determines their potential and benefits. It is not a rare yoga, but it is interesting to see that 100% perfection of this yoga is seen in the Janma Kundali of Honorable PM Modi ji. Gaja represents intelligence and Kesari represents royal traits, richness, prestige and magnanimity. When these two come together, one has the grace of Saraswati and Lakshmi both. The fourth important yoga, which is frequently quoted, is Dugdha Sharkara yoga. When milk and sugar come together, both of them enhance the taste of each other. Sugar gets completely dissolved in milk. It suggests the unanimous opinion of the two. This is a rare yoga. It is very popular yoga because it suggests the coming together of two virtuous objects, creating a fine blend of the two. A similar type is seen in Manikanchana yoga. It is also called Ratna Kanchana yoga. The famous illustration is from Kalidasa's painting. Both the objects, one is Mani or Ratna, which is a jewel, and the other is Kanchana, which is gold, are lustrous, pretty, costly, and rare. They come together and produce a beautiful ornament, such as a finger ring, pendant, earring, etc. These two, when together, enhance the beauty of each other. And therefore, in Raghuvansha, at the event of Indumati Swayamvara, Kalidasa especially used this Ratna Kanchana yoga. Indumati selects Aja as her husband. Both of them have great royal qualities and beautiful physical traits. The bride and bridegroom are perfectly matching each other and add to each other's qualities and aspirations. It is called Manikanchana yoga or Ratna Kanchana yoga, and thus Kalidasa uses the words Ratnam Samagacchatu Kanchanena. So friends, a number of illustrations can be cited for various kinds of yogas in practical life. But I will not stretch the topic too long, as many people are in the state of attaining perhaps the Samadhi sthiti, that is Nidra yoga. I shall conclude by congratulating you all on the success of this seminar and summarize in Sanskrit what I have said in English, because the program is organized by the Department of Sanskrit. Listen. Ashrutvaiva nibandhanvai. Ashrutva. I have not listened to any nibandha. Ashrutvaiva nibandhanvai. Yoga vyasa pariplutan. Vaktavyam kim maya chasmin. Yoga satra samapane. In the valedictory function. Iti prashnankita chasam. Yoginam samuhe sthita. Ayogavaha matmanam. Manye yoga samagame. Yoga prashtapi prahuta. Sneha yoga sakhi janai. Tasmadhi ranjaka yogaha sthapita bhavatam pura. Etena yoga prakhyataha and not pratyuktaha. Etena yoga prakhyataha yatha anandamayo hi saha abhyaso jayanam chasya kalyanaya prakalpate iti sham.
Thank you so much, madam. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, madam, for this. Indeed, it was really a Guru Pushyamrita yoga, because Guru Jnanena Pushyati or Poshayati Asman. Ataha वयम् अधुना अमृताः जाता एवम् अद्यैव गुरुपुष्यामृतकालः गुरुपुष्यामृतयोगः. Thank you so much, madam, for such wonderful words, and you brought the entire encyclopedia of where the word yoga stands, where the yoga is relevant. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sridhar, for kind words. And I thank the audience. I think that the Tapatraya for which they come for this yoga, Tapatraya, Adi Bhautika, that is physical, asanas, etc., the surroundings, etc., must you must have been guided by that. The Adhyatmika, the internal Shakti, indwelling, how to go inside and raising you to another level, that is Adi Daivika, the celestial level where you and the Absolute become one, are satisfied. So let us conclude the session. I request Madam Shakuntala to officially declare the session to an end. But before that, let us all join our hands and say this prayer very apt. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I would like to ask Madam Shakuntala, please say the vote of thanks and declare the session as complete. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you, madam. Yes.
Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha. First of all, I express my gratitude to Professor Uma Vaidya for presenting valedictory address of international seminar on yoga theory and practice. She may not like to get thanked in formal manner, as she considers department as her own, and we also feel that she is ours. That is a loving bond, that is Sneha Rajju between us, which keeps us connected. In spite of all the technical glitches, she was very keen to interact with you all, and she has very well manifested all the meanings of yoga, which were unexplored in the whole seminar. So I thank her from the bottom of my heart. My heartfelt thanks to Professor Madhusudan Penna, Dr. Ganesh Rao, and Dr. Miki Mehta for their valuable addresses in inaugural session. I thank all the chairpersons for giving their inputs on the papers presented. I thank all paper presenters for wonderful and intellectual presentations. There is so much takeaway from each paper. There are many seeds of research in those papers. So I'm sure all the students have benefited from these papers. I request all paper presenters to submit your papers so that we can have valuable publication in the form of conference proceedings, which will be useful for the researchers and students. My special thanks to international speakers, Delson Armstrong and Professor Graham Schweig for their wonderful sessions. I thank my entire team, including Dr. Madhavi Narsale, Dr. Suchitra Tajane, Ajay Pendse, and Shobha Sahasrabudde, and also the non-teaching staff, Vaishali Patil, Rekha Kadam, Dr. Medha, Dinesh, and Sandeep, who were with me in planning and execution of this seminar. It would have not been possible without their support. I extend my special thanks to Dr. Sridhar Iyer and Vrushali Putnis Damle, who joined their hands with us for conducting the sessions. When we planned for this seminar, it was in offline mode. We were eager to meet different scholars on yoga and also have personal interaction. But there was something else which was destined. We faced some odds and challenges. We took the decision of going online. There is always opportunity in calamity. Some students could feel the disappointment we were going through. They popularized this event on social media that there are more than 600 registration and more than 300 participants yesterday. It's a big number for any academic seminars. This was all possible due to efforts taken by our students. They will not like to be thanked here because they were doing it by so much passion and love. Our student of MA Same 4, Kanak, made all beautiful flyers and posters. Gauri, Rajesh ji, and Chaitanya also joined to her to spread this on social media platforms. It was extremely satisfying that students were working willingly day and night. I thank our technical team, AMC of University of Mumbai, including Nandakumar Kamble, Mr. Deepak, and Mr. Rohit, for giving us technical support in spite of some odd timings. Last but not the least, I want to thank all the participants joined across the globe. Due to your presence, all sessions were lively. There were enriching discussions because of your inputs, because of your innovative questions. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Recordings of this seminar are available on YouTube channel of University of Mumbai. Please make use of it. Stay tuned with us on various social media platforms for getting us known about different events happening as a part of Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Department of Sanskrit. We are having many such academic events ahead for a year under Diamond Jubilee celebration. So do join us. Do join for Masters in Yoga Shastra course next year. Now we take your leave to again meet you with some other academic event. I declare the end of this 2-day international seminar here. Dhanyavadaha. Namo Namaha.